Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you, Prakash, Sandeep. Thank you so much. Last 1 minute before we begin. How are you doing this morning? Thank you for taking your time out on a weekend, Saturday, where you can be um, rest assured it'll be a great webinar. Thank you so much. Welcome. Everyone able to hear me properly? If you can, please type yes in the chat window, please. Yes. Everyone can hear me? Please type yes. Good. Fantastic. Great. Thank you. Brilliant. We'll just wait for another 45 seconds and we'll be on our way. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, Surinda? Good morning, Mr. Raju. Good morning. Fantastic. Great. Hi. Hi. Hi, Mahinder. Morning. Morning. All set. Get your cup of coffees. Hope everyone had their breakfast. Fantastic. How are you feeling today? How's the Josh? How's the Josh? If the Josh is high, say hi. H-I or H-I-G-H, high. Come on. Good. Hi. Fantastic. Fantastic. Come on. Get your coffee shots. Get your Red Bull. Fantastic. I am joining from Delhi. Welcome. I love Delhiites. I'm originally a Delhiite myself. Please tell me which cities are you from? So, as Surinder is from Delhi, what all cities do we have here? Please mention your cities. Red Bull, I need it. Wow. Haryana, Gurgaon, where all? Please type in your cities. Where are you from? We'd love to know what part of India, what part of the world. Bangalore, fantastic. New Delhi, fantastic. Punjab, wow. Great. Tamil Nadu, shout out to you, Mr. Raju, again. Fantastic. Prakash. Okay, okay. I think, oh, from Kerala, Mr. Sanish, welcome. What part of Kerala? Okay, I think we can get started now. I think the last windows we were waiting for a few guests to join in. I think we can get started now. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining today and taking your time out. Uh, so, as the webinar is about business incorporation and relocation to Spain, I would like to introduce firstly who we are, who am I, and then get into it. Wait, if you can just, okay. This is me, Saif Nawaz. I am the managing partner at On Demand International. I've been a management consultant for over 17 years. That is my experience. And all my life, I've been doing this. My background, I'm a postgraduate in finance from City University, UK, undergraduate from management studies from Nottingham University. Originally from Delhi, most of the time experience I spent in London and in Amsterdam and Dubai office, like a management consultant job goes. I've been traveling all over the world, traveled more than 50 countries over the world. I have been an incorporation and relocation specialist for over 16 years out of the whole 17 plus years experience that I have. So a little bit about my, if you can want to follow me, these are my LinkedIn, and we'll be sending you the presentation after the webinar as well. A quick one, so you can click in it, follow me if you want. On Demand International, who we are. So On Demand International is a Netherlands headquartered company. We are based out of Amsterdam. So we started a good measure of 18 years back in the industry. We are present in 8 countries across the globe, primarily in Netherlands, Poland, Germany, Spain, UK, Canada, India, UAE, Singapore, and Australia. This is where our global teams sit out of. We have an experience of 17 plus years industry experience, and we have done 1500 plus incorporation in our lifetime. And that's a good number, out of which we have a lot of companies. We do a lot of cross pollination on our single delivery platform. So what do we do? Very simply, we work and have our expertise in 3 specific areas. Area number one is company establishment services. So end to end, what you need to do, anything to set up a company outside your home country. So we have the complete solutions beyond borders. So we help you get started with a small company, rep office, branch office, subsidiaries, every shape and size of companies that we help, from a startup to multi-million dollar company as well, private companies to listed companies as well. We have helped a lot of companies in 40 plus sectors. The second expertise that we have is tax and compliance. So everything to do with how you need to send the money, what will happen with accounting, bookkeeping, tax filing, payrolling, anything to do, registration, licenses, import, export numbers. So we do all those kind of things, all those kind of things. And the third vertical, which is a global mobility services vertical, where we also help founders, shareholders, directors, and senior management to relocate with their business and send their people, their champions to these businesses. So whether it's European Union, whether it's Australia, whether it's Canada, we do it everywhere. But this is specifically about Spain, and we have beautiful services in Spain that we help you relocate over there as well. And we'll dive into this. Of course, before we begin, as the whole theme of today says, why Spain? Why choose Spain? I want to show you a small little 30 to 45-second video um, that will give you a bit of heads up why you should be looking at Spain. Okay, just over to the video.
Take your business to the next level and enhance your lifestyle by relocating? Let us show you why Spain should be at the top of your list. Spain offers one of Europe's most dynamic business environments. As the EU's fourth largest economy, it provides seamless access to 500 million European consumers. The government actively supports foreign investment through attractive tax incentives, including a special 15% corporate tax rate for new companies for the first 4 years under the Beckham Law. Spain's strategic location makes it the perfect bridge between Europe, Africa, and Latin America. Spain leads in IT, pharmaceutical, renewable energy, tourism, and agri-tech innovation. The country is home to global giants like Santander, Telefonica, and Inditex. Emerging sectors include fintech, biotech, and green technology, with Madrid and Barcelona becoming major European startup hubs. Here's where Spain truly shines. Living costs are dramatically lower than Dubai or New York. A luxury apartment in Madrid costs 60% less than Manhattan. Your monthly expenses? About $2,000 covers a great lifestyle in Spain versus $4,500 in Dubai or $6,000 in New York. Spain boasts one of the world's best healthcare systems, ranked 7th globally by the WHO. Universal healthcare is accessible to residents, and private insurance costs just $100 to $200 monthly. Education excellence? Spain has world-renowned universities and international schools. your children can benefit from multilingual education while experiencing rich cultural diversity. Spain offers the perfect blend. Serious business opportunities with an unmatched quality of life, healthcare, excellent education, and that famous Spanish work-life balance. Spain isn't just a destination, it's a smart decision. Build your business, enhance your lifestyle. Make your move to Spain today.
Good, fantastic. Everyone was able to hear that? If yes, please press yes in your chat window, please. If the whole video was audible and everyone was able to hear that, please press yes so we can go on. That was a small introduction about Spain, about the country. Good, fantastic, everyone. Mr. Patel, thank you. Thank you for joining in. Yes, fantastic. Mr. Raju, Mr. Suresh, thank you. Fantastic. Good, good. Now, Spain, let's continue. Let's continue about the business end of it. So this is all why Spain is, is a great country. Of course, it's one of the best countries to live in the world. Of course, we'll come to that. But what is the Spanish business environment in the EU? Okay. So Spain is a $1.8 trillion economy. It's the third largest economy in European Union. So let me give you a little bit of background. So EU, European Union, is made up of 27 member states. It's a one big economic region. So Germany, France, Italy, and Spain and Poland are the top five economies, which basically contribute more than 70% of the entire GDP of the EU. It is the largest economic bloc in the world, along with North America and USA. Once you're set up your company or you have a base in one of the countries like Spain, you can sell freely across all the European Union states. So European Union is actually built on three principles. The principles are freedom of goods, freedom of services, and freedom of people. So there are no borders. So many of you who are joined here, some from Dubai as well, I read over there, from India, once you go from one city to another city or one state to another state, you have so many police checks, there are so many checking. When you cross from one country to another country in European Union, there are no borders, there is no internal immigration. So your goods can move freely. And sorry, and that's the fantastic way that European Union offers this wider market. If you can just go down a bit, Rohit, please, if you can. So let's talk about taxation and basic infrastructure. So corporate tax in Spain is between 15 and 25%, and I explain you in what cases that can be applicable at a lower rate. For 15% can be done for the first 4 years, and the VAT, which is equivalent to GST, goods and services tax. So VAT is value added tax, and that is applicable in European Union, and all the countries in the EU have their own VAT structure. In Spain, it's 21%, but it can be reduced to 10% and 4% as well. In again, depending on the particular cases. Like India, you have 5% slab, you have 12% slab, and 18% slab. Very similar to that, you have that in Spain as well. So this is a little bit about the taxation structure in Spain. And this is what we talked about is a corporate income tax. It's not the personal income tax. By the way, Spain also offers the one of the lowest personal income taxes across the world in the developed world, also sometimes in the developing world. In hindsight, in a higher income, it is actually lower than India as well. So what kind of company structures are available in Spain? You have the SL, the Sociedad, the limited company, which is basically an equivalent to a private limited of India or LLC of Dubai or USA. It's like a private limited company set up completely. It has, of course, limited liability. The minimum capital, so to say, is 3,000 euros, which can be paid up over 1 year. So that is your money, and that is in the share capital that you have to put over there. The company is 100% ownership, foreign ownership, 100% foreign ownership. You don't need a local director. Like some of you might be working in UAE or Saudi Arabia. Now UAE has done a lot of changes in the last 1 2 years. Before you needed a local partner. If you go to other countries, some other countries in EU which require a local resident director, but Spain you can own 100% of your company. I'll come to the second bit after 1 second. The second sort of company that you can set up is a subsidiary company. Now, an SL company whereby you, me, anyone as an Indian national or a foreign national can own 100% of the company. Okay, that's a natural person way. The second way is a subsidiary way. Now, if you have a private limited or LLC or even LLP, it cannot be a proprietorship or a partnership. It has to be one of those, private limited or LLP. Then that company can own 100% of the shares in the company. The structure will be the same, SL, but in this case, instead of you owning 100% or your partner owning individually 100%, your company owns 100% of the shares in the Spanish company and you can still be the director. Now, what is the advantage of setting up a subsidiary company? The advantage of setting up a subsidiary company is basically you can have people moving from one company to another company, directors, intercorporate transfers, relocation is faster. That's number one. Then for certain goods company who are exporting, for example, the stock can be transferred, the money flow can be between the companies faster, so you don't have to involve your personal bank account, you don't have to do any declarations for your personal personally as well in income tax. So there are advantages there as well. So what you need to choose is a matter of subject where you are in your business life, professional life, and a business environment at the moment. It also gives you a bigger footprint that you have a company here in India, company here, there in Spain, a multinational footprint. Now, a representation office is basically a non-operational business. So, like both of these companies, SL and subsidiary, are commercial enterprises. You can invoice, you can do sale, you can do purchase, you can do everything like a normal company, exactly the same. A rep office, however, is for a limited purpose. So, it is for basically giving a brand visibility, market research, you know, brand reputation. You have an office in Spain, so you just keep an address over there. That is another way. It also has benefit because it doesn't have any huge running costs. So it has basically, if you're not doing any commercial activity, it does not require you to do accounting, bookkeeping, filing, all those things like you do for a regular company. So I'm sure I'm going in a right direction right now, guys. If the speed is fine and my explanation is fine, I would like a thumbs up and a yes in the chat window, please, if you can, so that I can go along. If the pace is fine, should I need to slow it up, fast it up, and I can come back to the questions at the end of the presentation, please. All good? Good, fantastic, fantastic. Speed is fine. Lovely. Good, fantastic. Let's go ahead to the next one, Rohit, if you can. Now, the another sort of company that can happen in Spain, and that's for a lot of business owners who require an immediate solution. So setting up a sales office, or sorry, rep office or a SL or subsidiary takes between 4 weeks to 8 weeks to set up in Spain with the entire process, documentation, and everything. But there is also another solution. So since we are backed up with 7 law firms across the world, On Demand International is the consulting arm. We have ready-made companies which can help you start immediately. They have active bank accounts. The company is clear of any liens, defaults. So there is an NOC. The company has nothing. So it's absolutely clean. It can be a 1 month old company, 6 month old company, and a 10 month old company. Another advantage I will tell you in a Spanish company is you can choose up to 10 activities, and they have activity occupation codes, and you can do any of the activities. So it's pretty wide scope. So what kind of work you can do over there, one or the other. Certain general trading companies ask us this question. So can I export this commodity? Can I export that commodity? So that is one way that it can give you. but ready-made company have an active bank account, an active VAT number, and export import number. So in that case, you can just take over a company very simply. It's not a huge difference in the price or whatever. It's just that people get to that immediately and start their working, and they can also invite directors to join, the senior management or the shareholders to join the company. So it's a fast track way to get you started in Spain if you're looking to expand there. Now, if you move ahead, Rohit, I can show. So this is sort of a confirmation letter from lawyers, which shows that the company is there. There is full accounting, auditing, everything is clear in that. Okay, just bear with me one moment. So we have done a lot of work, as I said. So there is a name check certificate. There is also the tax certificate. There is the incorporation deed. This is how it basically looks like. Everything is in Spanish because Spain is a European Union country, and in European Union, all the countries have civil law. Now, civil law. I don't want to get a lot of technical stuff over there. Just basically understand one thing, guys. One thing is that India, Singapore, Canada, UK, Australia, all these countries follow a common law. These are called Commonwealth countries. I'm sure everyone has heard of Commonwealth. So we use common case based law. Now, civil law is very templated. So basically, if they have written A, B, C, D, it has to be followed in A, B, C, D manner. Now, all the companies in European Union, whether whichever country you choose, Germany, Italy, France, Poland, anyone, especially Spain, everywhere the company can only be incorporated through a corporate lawyer, a licensed corporate lawyer, and a civil notary. Now, the notary in India, we say, okay, we can get it notarized in 100 rupees. It doesn't work like that in Spain or EU countries. The notaries have the highest position. So they are the only people authorized to incorporate the companies. So the background check, everything, all the documents have to be signed off by civil notaries. And that's why it takes those 4 weeks to 8 weeks to set up. But the whole process starts from name check approval, the kind of occupation you want to do, then sorry, then you have to do the all the legalized documents have to be sent, and then the notary documents, the notarized deed comes in, and your company is then fully set up, and then you can go for the bank account and the VAT number. You can move ahead a bit. So bank accounts, this is a very big one. In our experience, a lot of customers feel that they need an international bank account to collect payment. A lot of merchant traders are there. It's like, we have to collect BRCs or bank reconciliation certificates from India. It becomes a big challenge if they're importing something from China or then exporting to US or Middle East or whatever. It gives you the entire platform so you can do a lot of transactions. The online bank account partners that we have, Revolut, Air Wallets, and Payoneer. Payoneer is a very special partner. They have a face in India as well. It's a NASDAQ listed company. It does fantastic work very closely with a lot of e-commerce guys, trading guys across the world with us. And then in Spain, we work with Santander, which is a global bank. I'm sure you've heard Casia Bank and Sabadell, which is also a part of the Santander group. So these are the banks we help you open the bank account for your company. And in ready-made companies, the bank account are set up. And in certain cases, once your company is new, it takes up to 2 to 3 weeks to open the bank account. Online bank accounts could be faster. Okay. So a little bit of small note from a Spanish managing director, Mr. Ivan Suarez. Ivan is a corporate and an employment lawyer based out of Spain. And he's a 27-year-old, in the industry, extremely efficient, extremely good. And just small little note, 30-second note. He couldn't be here today uh, because of his holiday purposes. But anyway, we'll show a small little video of him over here.
Hola, welcome to the On Demand Spanish Desk. My name is Ivan Suarez and I'm the Managing Director. We're here to simplify and facilitate the entire incorporation process, from choosing the most appropriate legal structure to the registration and from tax advisory to post-compliance services. So we do it all end to end for you. With over 500 cases of incorporations this year, we are proud to offer an efficient and personalized solutions to entrepreneurs and companies such as your case. Let us be please your guide on this journey to incorporating your business. The on-demand international Spanish team will be eagerly waiting for you to start your European journey with us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Ivan. A small little message. So that's basically it. This is a short webinar. We just wanted to give you the entire scape and energy about how you can set up the company, go for the incorporation process. Of course, there is a lot of granular details, smaller details. Um, if someone understands Hindi, छोटी छोटी सारी जो भी legalization और structure की discussions है, हम लोग of course आपके साथ पूरी journey के अंदर साथ में रहते हैं. Right. Moving on to the next bit. So that's one part of the presentation. I can just show you in 2025 itself, we have done 125 plus incorporations, rep offices, subsidiary SL companies from length and breadth of India, if you can see, right? So from Mr. Farooq, from Amin from Kashmir to Mr. Jiva in Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore, who is in cocoa peat agri industry. We have IT guys, Mr. Gagandeep, Mr. Satinder in renewable energy and waste trading. We have we have basically user cases from all across in industries, IT, agri, trading, export, import, waste management. All these industries are doing professional services, education consultants, with US becoming an issue and UK becoming an issue from in terms of visas. A lot of education consultants are going there. Luxury, rental, travel, tourism is very big. Tourism is fantastic. So I'll just take a moment over here. If you can put in your chat window what kind of industry are you from, so it will give us a lot of understanding and tell you about our experiences about your industry. So which business sector or industry are you from? So type in your chat window, please. Yeah, 1 second, it's just popping up. What industry? Import, export. Okay. IT, AI tools. Fantastic. I love AI. So AI is, we're working with a lot of AI companies these days. Agri, import, export. Okay. Very nice. EV. Wow. EV is fantastic. We've done few work in EV. Good. Agri. Market research. Okay. Wow. Very nice. BPO, sales and BPO. Wow. There's a lot of outsourcing, a lot of business is coming Indian way as well from all over the world now, actually. And very nice. Fantastic. Social impact. Oh, wow. That's a nice one. Somebody is doing good with this geopolitical issues. Social impact is very important in life. Import, export. Good, fantastic. Yeah, I mean, other than Mr. Mukesh Gupta, other than that, social impact, we'd love to partner up, understand, but basically, whatever businesses people are talking about, we have done everything. Victified tiles, of course, we have a lot of clients from that. Study abroad, I said, it's one of our top industries that we help. Victified tiles, Spanish tiles are very popular. I'm sure, sir, you already understand that Italy and Spain are on top of it, and you can create a great brand out of putting designed and manufactured in Spain and India as well. So it's fantastic. Good, great. I love the diversity of the audience over here. I love the energy as well. People are thinking about their business. A life of a business owner is like a roller coaster. It's up and down. I'm sure for you, all you guys over there, and it requires a lot of courage, a lot of adventure, and a lot of vision. So if you have that vision clear, you want to grow the business, and you are irresistible, and it is in your subconscious mind to grow. There is nothing, and no one can stop you, and there is always a way to get and achieve that. And we are exactly here to do that. Exactly here to do that. We help you do your journey very simply and expand your global footprint. Thank you. Thank you, Sven. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Next. Okay. So moving on, guys. This is the second part. I'll just take a 30-second break if you can, and then we will come back 30 to 60 seconds. You also take a breather, sip a coffee, water, Red Bull, because this is going to be next level discussion. And this is a big one. How you can relocate to Spain with your business. Stay tuned. 30 seconds to 60 seconds. I'll be back. Take a breather. Welcome back, guys. Fantastic. So, this is the big one, relocation to Spain with your business. Before I dive into this, okay, tell me in the chat window who is looking to relocate to Europe, Spain, or looking to go outside India or their home country. Please, if you want to go, please type in me, 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 please. Okay, type in me. I want to relocate. Me, fantastic. Me, great. Everyone, me. Yes, yes, I want. Great. Me. Yes. And that is exactly what we do. Now, before we dive in, I have another question. Okay. And you can choose two. Okay. Now you can say, tell me, why do you want to relocate? Better quality of life. So you can say life or business, grow the business. So you can write business or life, better life or better business, expand business, both business, life, life, business, life, and business, life and life, both. Great. I'll tell you what, guys. One thing is a fact. I've been a consultant many years, and consultant is nobody who, no one else who can just give you a clarity, put that, clear your fog, of your mind. Let me break this news to you today. Life and work go together. There has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. If you want to grow and expand your business globally, you need to be satisfied and happy in the environment that you're living in life. Your kids are secure. You have a great environment. You have a better quality of air. You have better social security. No more potholes and puddles on the road. Better medical facility for you and your family, just for cases that in case something happens to you, your family gets taken care of. How many people over here think that is the right way to do it? To grow the business, you need to have a better mindset, a more relaxed way to grow the business that everything is taken care of it. Type in yes. Good. I think it's pretty much a common sense, right? When we think of it, we do not make the best decisions in life or anything which has happened to you previously where you have made good money as well, is basically you were in a state of mind that was good. You were happy about yourself, that you achieved something. Like I said, entrepreneur's journey, business owner's journey is about a roller coaster. So we need bit of both, right? Exactly. Exactly, Rajat. Great. Adil. Great. Now let's talk about enough of voting. Now let's understand. So we understand now why we want to go. We need to grow the business. We want a better life for ourselves, for our family. We do it for our family, our loved ones more than we do. As business owners, entrepreneurs, we want to create something which is great, which is income earning, great opportunities. You get that butterflies in your stomach at a great opportunity, and that's what it is right now. Now, why Spain? Spain gets 300 plus sunny days in a year. So it's a Mediterranean country. And for a quick fact, it is the most visited country in the world. You can type in Google. Everyone knows Dr. Google. Uh, so, so 90 million people approximately, and there are facts plus or minus. Spain and France basically go up and down. But Spain is actually one of the most visited countries in the world. Secondly, you have healthcare. As in the video above, you must have seen WHO ranks Spain with the best medical infrastructure, one of the best, seventh in the world. You know, and then family values. So Spanish people are Latin people, right? They love each other. They love the dance, the music, the culture. They love the family values. They're the least divorce rates in that country. People respect each other. There is a lot of similar family values to what Asians have here, Indians have here. you know the South Asian continent, we love our mothers, fathers, brothers, sister, uncle, aunt, dada, dadi, anna, everyone. We love each other, right? And that's what Spain is. It resonates with that. So great environment, great place to be in to raise your family as well. It's secure. It's one of the safest countries in the world. Imagine yourself, or imagine your daughter, if you're a woman who's joined in, or feet for yourself or your sister or your mother in India, walking at in the major cities like Delhi, Gurgaon, Bangalore, those sort of places. That Bangalore is a little bit safer than Delhi, I would say. But at 11 o'clock in the night, 12 o'clock in the night, without even thinking twice. And that's freedom, guys. That's freedom. That is the secure environment that Spain provides you. And as I said, work and life, there is a balance. It has an excellent work life balance. They are very outdoor countries, a lot of stuff to do. Great places across Spain. You must have heard Barcelona, Madrid. There is Costa Brava, Costa del Sol, Ibiza, Mallorca, Sevilla, Valencia. There is Sitges. There is so many places, and it's historical. A lot of people don't know that it was a part of Arabic Empire. So they have churches, they have mosques, they have a lot of culture over there, and the food is excellent, excellent food. So, as I was telling you, Barcelona is among the top 10 every year. You can actually pick up the record of any study. It has been the top 10 across the last decade, the most livable city in the world. One of the most livable cities in the world, top 10. Okay, and that is just a culture capital. By the way, Madrid is the actual capital, the financial capital. Barcelona is the culture capital, the startup capital. Now, how do we go to Spain? Okay, two pathways, two specific poignant pathways which is given success to business owners. Now, for business owner and business immigration guys, it is one of the most difficult thing to relocate. कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट करना पड़ेगा, मिलियन, हाफ मिलियन, 2 मिलियन, 2 करोड़, 5 करोड़, 10 करोड़, all those questions come up. For a salaried person, just let's say, who gets a job offer and he packs his bag and go over there. For business owner, because you're so deep rooted in your business, and plus for small business owners who we help, it is so difficult to send so much money out and put investment, and it takes time. Most of the business immigration programs that you have, or you must have heard about the golden visas, comes with a huge ticket, 2 crore to 5 crore to 10 crore. So the new, you must have heard the Trump gold card. It's a $5 million now. EB5, EB9. So these kind of golden visa in Greece come with a half a million tag, right? Malta comes with 750,000 tag. Most of the developed countries golden visa. Spain used to offer that, and they have discontinued it because it doesn't make sense. Portugal, a lot of people go out Portugal. Now Portugal, if you see, guys, it's been 16, 18 months, and that is a country which is next to Spain, but there is a huge difference. It's not even 1/10 of the economy of Spain. Spain is where it is connected with France. It's great, great location as well, and you get two pathways and no big ticket. Okay, it is just through business setup. Okay, pathway number one is highly qualified professionals. Now, what is a highly qualified professional? The first route for that, I'll show you a small little video, so it'll give you a big synopsis of how HQP works. What are the basic requirements? We'll run through that, and what are the benefits, and how long does it take? Okay, so we run through this for a second.
Business owner dreaming of relocating to Europe with your family and business? What if I told you there's a fastest and straightforward way to make that dream into a reality? The Spanish Highly Qualified Professional Residence Permit HQP will be a golden ticket for you to relocate with ease. The HQP permit is designed for professionals like you who want to move to Spain with their business and family. To acquire this residence permit, you need to incorporate a new company or buy a ready-made company in Spain. With your ready-made company, you will get your active European badge in a physical bank account. To qualify for this residence permit, you must have a bachelor's degree or higher from a recognized institution. You need to have more than 3 years of work experience, and you are allowed to pay a minimum salary of 40,000 euros per year to yourself as a director of the company. The HQP residence permit is for a minimum period of 3 years, and you can renew it as long as you remain employed in the qualifying role. After 5 years of continuous residency and work in Spain, you can apply for a permanent residency. The whole process takes 25 to 30 business days.
Can you hear me, guys? Fantastic. So, how is that? So this video explained the entire requirements and how you can get the highly qualified professional visa over there as a business owner, director, or senior management. Now, I want you to put in the chat window if you're a business owner or a senior professional or a professional, right? A salaried employee. In the chat window, you can write owner or professional. Business owner. Okay, business owner or professional. Isha, hi, welcome, Isha. How are you? Owner, okay. Rajkumar, business owner, professional owner. Good, good. I think we have a good 80-20 mix. 80-20 CEO, Mr. Prakash, good, fantastic. Founder and CEO, Mr. Patel, fantastic, good. Now, HQP route basically helps both business owners and senior professionals. For senior professionals, we have another route as well. But before that, the requirement, I want to reiterate that requirement that you need to have a job offer as a director, or it can be a shareholder as well. But as a senior professional, the Spanish company needs to give you a job offer letter. Your own company can do that. You need to have a minimum undergraduate, which is a graduate degree, which we call it in India, or a postgraduate, like a master's degree in a relevant field, and a minimum of 3 years of experience. And you should be able to pay yourself minimum 40,000 to 45,000 euros of salary, which is between 40 lakhs and 45 lakhs. And that is for your entire family to yourself from the company. So you're not paying anyone else, you're paying yourself from your own business. And that's much you would need, as we told you in the beginning, 2,000 euros you would need for yourself if you have a family, between 3 and 3,500. And it's according to that, and you make that kind of income. So you can do 40 to 45,000 euros of salary, which is hardly 3,000 to 3,500 euros a month. And you should have a clean criminal track record. So everyone should have a clean criminal track record. A police clearance certificate is required from your regional passport office. Okay. So this is the pathway. This is the whole process. Set up a company, and then we do the legalization of all the documents. You need to have the degree, the sworn translation. We do all of that purpose. Then you get the HQP pre-approval, and that takes 25 business days, guys, once the company is set up. And then we apply for the D category visa. So Schengen visa, if some people have been, we apply for the visa to enter into Schengen. This visa is valid for 1 year. The permit is comes for 3 years initially, initial permit approval straight away. And once we enter, we do the biometrics and we pick up our card, okay, end to end. And it's a pathway to permanent residency. If you do it for 3 years, you then renew it for 2 years, and after 5 years, you can apply for citizenship, or sorry, permanent residency, and 7 years you can apply for a citizenship as well. Okay. Now, benefits of highly qualified: you get a 3 year permit straight away, and this is a pathway to permanent residency. You can take your entire family there. It's not a problem. So your wife, your spouse, or your husband, who's depending on whosoever is applying, your dependent children under the age of 18. If they're more than 18, you have to prove that they are financially dependent on you, and everything is possible. Everything is possible. And if you want to take your parents, maybe after 3 years or 2 years, it's possible. You can show your financial dependence of your parents as well. So, as I said, Spain has great family values. It does not work against you, right? So, giving yourself that salary basically gives you all those benefits. You get access to free education for your kids. So you're not paying anything extra to the schools. And they have English as well as the local Spanish medium. And Spanish in the Indian schools as well is one of the top language, with French and German, which are being learned. So Spanish is a highly spoken language in the world. It's the third most spoken language. And it is fantastic. The infrastructure is fantastic. You get the free healthcare, and the government, hospitals are amazing over there. As I said, the emergency services are great over there. Now, I want to come to you about the second program. So the first program I've told you: set up a company, HQP, give yourself a letter. We do all the paperwork, 25 business days, bam, you get your highly qualified permit for 3 years. And then you get a visa, take your card, show your passport, show your card, enter into any EU country. That's another benefit. So if you're a Spanish resident, you can pretty much spend 183 working days across any EU country as well. You can travel freely across 27 countries. You do not require a visa. You show your passport, show the card, go in the EU line, the European Union local citizen line over there. You're in the population register, and you walk into any EU country with ease. Okay. The second program today I want to talk to you about is International Digital Mobility Program. And again, I'll show you a small little video, introductory video, which will tell you a little bit about this program. So here it goes, guys.
Business owner or a freelancer who wants to relocate to Spain with their family? Well, On Demand International can help you through the International Digital Mobility Program. It is designed for business owners, remote workers, and freelancers who want to work and live in Spain. It provides you a residence permit in Spain for 3 years, which will renew for up to 5 years. This whole process takes 40 business days. Along with residence permit, you are eligible to open your physical bank account in Spain's Santander Bank or Sabadell Bank. To initiate this program, first, you must have a company that is over 1 year old or be employed in a company that has been operational for more than a year. Second, you must have a graduate degree along with a minimum annual salary package of $35,000 or higher. The benefits you will enjoy of digital mobility are free access to 27 European nations, family relocation to Europe, less operational cost compared to other European powerhouses, and pathway for permanent residency in Spain. Before applying for this, you must know that you cannot earn more than 20% of your income from Spanish clients or companies, and if you stay more than 180 days in Spain, you need to pay tax of 24% up to the income of 600,000 euros.
Okay, guys, I think everyone is pretty clear about this. I'll of course reiterate the facts what we went through before we dive into little bit about the requirements, benefits, and everything else. Type in your questions. What are your top concerns? So I saw one question was what is the language barrier over there, right? So let me see. What are the questions? Give me your questions. So come on, type in your questions. Any questions so far about any of the two processes? How much time does it take? Okay. Okay. The tax rates, personal and company. Okay. Okay. I'm just taking your questions. I'll answer each and every one of them. Don't worry. I'm just looking at more questions, what we have. So how much time does it take? Usually, once your company is set up, which takes between 4 to 8 weeks, depending on what you're doing, rep office or uh, an SL or a subsidiary. Once that is set up, it takes 25 business days to get the permit, pre-approval, and then another 15 days to get the visa. Tax, personal and company. Personal, we have a Beckham law there in Spain. 24% tax is the highest that we go at, which includes your social security, personal income tax. So, like David Beckham, he was actually transferred to Real Madrid, the footballer, and that's where the law came in. So they actually, for expats, they did the maximum slab at 24%. And company, as I told you previously, between 15 to 25%. In special cases, we can do 15 as well, depending on when you sign up. Okay. What if the person doesn't have a degree? Unfortunately, both the programs require a minimum degree. Of course, some vocational diploma courses can work along with an extra work experience. We always prefer that you have both, of course, but we can work around with a higher vocational degree and a work experience later. Please talk to us, reach out to us. Um, what goes well with a rep office. With rep office, HQP is, of course, a better route to take, Mr. Reddy. Pradeep, yes, HQP is for professionals. It is a job offer basically for the higher professionals or directors. So HQP goes with that. IDMP is great for freelancers, remote workers, contractors who are actually earning their, in their bank accounts. They are getting money from various customers all across the world. And that needs to be minimum 2.5 lakh rupees a month, 2750. I'll show you in a minute what is the minimum requirement. Can we renew the Of course you can. Of course, Dipanshu, you can renew the residency HQP program after 3 years. You need to do it for 2 years. And after 5 years, you can get a permanent residency. There is a caveat here. You need to stay there for minimum 183 days in a year, and also 4 years out of 5 years to qualify for a permanent residency, like any other country in the world as well, right? In Canada is also 1065 days. Can we have the residency? Can we renew? Of course, we can do that. I just answered that. Is the DTA India and Spain? Yes, there is, of course, a very favorable double taxation avoidance agreement between India and Spain, sir. Very nice. You can take the tax credit after applying for the tax residency in both the countries. Again, depending on case to case basis, we can work with you on transfer pricing and DTAA. We have compliance teams sitting at the both end of the world. Anything else? Anything else? Do I need to? double my income in India and as well as no, you don't need to do. I mean, of course, if you want to earn more money, it's always good. I hope you 10x your income, but you don't need to pay tax in both the countries. That's what Mr. Gupta just asked. So if you're paying a tax in one country on a global tax basis, you get the tax credit, and that is admissible and applicable. You don't have to pay tax in India and vice versa. So it's just one place you pay the tax, and that is the case of double taxation avoidance agreement. Yes, I think we have questions coming in again and again. There are many questions. Fantastic. Is there a double? I just answered that, Mr. Gupta. DTAA. Okay. Okay, good. Fantastic. I hope I was able to pick up on most of the initial inquiries. Of course, the inquiries and the questions never finish. It'll keep on coming, sir. But let's move on. Let's dive deep into this. And I think I can see a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. People are asking the right questions. And guys, this is the whole process. You need to be asking the right question, right? Once you're solving a mystery, it's not about finding the right key. It's actually finding the right door, guys. So you are actually barking up the right tree right now. You're asking the right questions. Thank you so much. Requirements for IDMP. So HQP requirements, I told you, job offer, company, degree, police clearance. So see, 80% the program is the same. IDMP is specifically for freelancers and professionals who are earning an income independently of a company or have a proprietorship, so to say, right? So that is a program for them. For those things, it's a limited company, rep office, and all things. But here, it's for proprietorships mainly. So, what are the minimum requirements? Again, degree, diploma, experience, and higher degree, same requirement. Police clearance certificate, same requirement. Um, we need the company, if you're working for, or your practice, independent practice, has to be at least 1 year old. So you can prove that through GST number, you can prove that through IEC number or registration certificate, MSME number. So those kind of things are acceptable, absolutely acceptable. You need to be having a monthly income in your business income or your in your personal bank account. If you're a proprietor, or more than 2.5 lakh rupees in India, you have to show that proof, then only you get qualified. The actual qualification is 2750. So because the euro rate has just increased a bit over the last few days because of the geopolitical issues, that's why it comes to about 2.7 lakhs now, about 2.65 lakhs now. That you need to be earning, and we need to show that for at least last 3 months. So it doesn't have to be a lifetime that you have to show everything. It can only be for the last 3 to 4 months with few contracts in place, and we can work with that. So as long as we have that proof in your bank account that you are getting that kind of money, and that's what we need. Okay. And you need to IDMP, you need to get your own insurance in HQP or any of the residence program. Because you're getting paid locally over there from your company, you are covered under the social security environment. In IDMP for freelancers, as the video also said, you cannot earn 20%, more than 20% of of your income in Spain. The 80% has to be basically outside the Spain or outside anywhere in the world. You need to get your private health insurance. So that is a bit of difference between IDMP as a freelancer. It gives you mobility, it is a little bit lighter, so you need to have your proprietorship set up over there like an autonomo later once you go, but you need to get your private health insurance. Okay. Now, process is again very simple. Number one is that we need to do a pre-qualification check, profiling check. Second, we need to do a local taxation number. We need to get your local tax number, like a PAN card over there, NIE number, NIF, and also a Form 700. You don't have to do it. Of course, our experts do it for you. If you want to go with us, we gather all the documents, your education documents, your police clearance documents, your experience, your contracts, everything, the whole profiling, CV, business plan, whatever is gathered, everything is shown, translated in Spanish, because I told you civil law, all the countries have their own language over there. All the official documents are in Spanish. If you go to Germany, it'll be in German. If you go to Italy, it'll be in Italian. So it's pretty standard across all EU countries. Very simply, we do all of that. We send it to our Spain. We apply within the Spain. So that's another difference. So HQP, we get the pre-approval. We apply in Spain as your attorneys, as your lawyers. We get the pre-approval. You apply for the visa. For IDMP, or the freelancer visa, or the independent autonomo visa, which we just talked about, you need to go to Spain to start this process. So you can go on a tourist or a business or a visitor visa, start this process. We apply. So we need to have a entry stamp. Then only we can start this process for you in Spain. So you go once, our lawyer will go with you to the immigration office, apply over there. Within 72 hours of you arriving into Spain, we apply for it. 25 business days again it takes. We get a pre-approval. You go there, do your biometrics, pick up your card in 30 days. It's that simple. We make it simple rather. The benefits is, again, you can live and work in Spain legally. It's a fast track process to get you 3 years. And Spain is only one of the countries that is giving out it for this length for remote workers and freelancers. There is no country in the world who's actually giving you a 3 year residence permit if you're an independent contractor or a professional, right? You can take your family. You can take your family. And another secret I want to tell you, if you do decide to live in Spain and maybe somebody wants to have a child there, you know, maybe after 1 year of you permanently living in Spain, that child actually qualifies for a Spanish passport. You can do that. So that is another advantage. Okay. And you get free access to 27 countries. Again, passport, card, walk into European Union, anywhere. Not a single day requirement to live there as well if you don't want to be a tax resident, as long as you're paying the basic social security, which is very minute. Of course, we'll get to the details. Okay. So we have a 98.5% success. So, the success rate 1.5 where it goes. So we have a team model. We first pre-qualify you. We do not take all the clients. It's also has to be fit for purpose. It's a milestone based approach that we take because we are very, very particular about our success rate, and that's what makes On Demand the global giant in mobility, incorporation, and tax compliances. That's how we do our stuff. Very simply, we do not take clients and we simply say no to you, or maybe suggest you some other program which might fit your profile. That's why our success rate is what it is right now. Okay. And we have done 100 plus applications in the last 5 and some change months, and that is a impeccable track record only for Spain. So we're just talking about Spain today. So Spain, we have done 100 plus in 2025, and all of that happens once you do it in 25 business days. Of course, the the foundation work takes that 4 to 6 weeks of time, and then we can go for it. Ready-made takes you faster, IDMP takes you faster. So these are all the proof in front of you. These are approvals for a lot of our clients, which come for 3 years, 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. Once they get the pre-approval from the immigration department, social security department, we then apply for a 1 year visa. If you can zoom in over here, Roy, please. Just zoom in one of the visas. So if you can see, sorry about that. We're just showing you. Yeah. So you see over there, the visa is issued for 365 days over here. For 1 year straight away, people get this visa, and then they can enter and actually enter there, get their work done over there. So now I'll just show a small little testimony of a very special client, Mr. Gagandeep. It's in Hindi. If everyone is okay with that, I'll show you a few testimonials if you want later on as well in English as well. Allow me 30 seconds. I think there's some video rolling issues, but we'll come back to that. I'll show you the testimonial at the end of it. Uh, if you can just go back to the presentation, guys. I'll just show you in 30 seconds how their experience, what they have done, visas, approvals, and we take you, handhold you through the entire process one by one. And we have a single utility platform. Uh, and I'll show you the platform InkPass, Rohit, if you're able to get the screenshot of InkPass, that how we are managing the entire thing. Okay. This is a small little message from our senior immigration lawyer from Spain, Mar Pomerol, and she is fantastic. Basically, applying between Valencia and Barcelona in our offices, and she is fantastic. She's lovely. She is 14 years plus experience in the immigration
This
law.
is
Just a
Mar
small
Pomerol.
message.
I'm a senior lawyer of On Demand International Spanish Desk, based in Barcelona. If you want to live here in Spain and enjoy the Mediterranean, for sure now it's possible with digital nomad visa. And how to obtain it? Well, if you're a freelance, an entrepreneur, or maybe you can work remotely, it's very easy. You only need a university degree and also an annual salary package of 35,000 euros per year or more. And how to obtain it? Very easy. We'll have an answer in 25 working days. Also, you will have a physical bank account here in Spain, and you can access freely in the 27 EU countries. No more visa complication. We can handle all the things.
Okay, that was uh, that was Mar, uh, our senior immigration lawyer. If you can go to the presentation once, please. Yes, you can just put up the next slide, guys. In your chat window, how clear are you about these processes so far? As a basic knowledge, am I going okay? Have I explained you everything, all the features so far? So type in yes. Some language which I cannot understand, but yes, yes, all okay. I love the energy, Mr. Raja. What are your lessons, experiences, rejections in both the programs? Uh, Honestly, so far in 2025, we have had zero negative decisions. The only negative decision, and so it's not a negative decision. So basically, we get answers to basically clarify certain points, and then we do not appeal. We always reapply. Because appeal process is a 10-month process. We do not do that, and it's included in the contract. We clarify the answers, the ticker goes back again, so the whole process extends by 25 days, but we get the approval. We get you there. We want to get you there. Of course, a small element of this thing is there on the discretion of the immigration office, but right now, if we do it well, we have all the successes in both the cases so far. Again, the minimum requirements are what we put in front of you. If you're able to satisfy those requirements, there is no quota or something that which will bother you right now in terms of these things. So we are very meticulous, very diligent about the paperwork. We have a very strong 37 people team sitting in Spain as well, and India desk. Of course, if you're working from India, there's a lot of key account manager that works with you. RBI, of course, oversees that. I, of course, understand that clearly. No, so ODI is an automatic route. ODI, so let's say if you incorporate a subsidiary or individual entity, so whosoever is your authorized dealer, AD Bank, ICICI, Kotak, if someone wants to do the disclosures, you can send the money capital, 100% shares. If you are doing a subsidiary, you can send 400% of the capital of your net worth over the last 3 years to your subsidiary company. You can buy the shares. It's not a problem. As an Indian tax resident, the government of India does not stop you from owning shares partly, fully through your company individually. Everything can be done. And your AD Bank, if you need help, we have company secretaries and chartered accountants in our team in India as well, who are happy to support you with everything from deferred agreements, APR filing, annual keeping, everything. So we'll give you guidance on that. Um, can you explain the difference between applying from India and applying from Spain in HQP? So as I said, HQP is applied uh, after you have set up a company in Spain remotely. We have given the job offer letter to yourself as a director, shareholder, senior professional. We get the pre-approval. You get you go and apply for the visa, the D category work permit visa. Enter Spain, get the card. IDMP is basically for freelancers. For that, you need we do the all paperwork, everything in the beginning, get everything legalized. The whole stack is ready. You have to visit Spain once to start the application, show your entry stamp. That's where the application starts, and then we need to wait for 25 days to get an answer. So that's the difference between those two. If I am able to answer that, Isha, for you. Okay. What else? What is the age criteria? No holds barred. If you can afford it, you can go it. You want to expand. There is minimum 18 years of age. Yeah, you can go pretty much anytime. It's no problem. It's no problem at all. What else is there? Can you just scroll up? I want to get another question. Uh, Okay, I got that. I got that. No, brilliant. Okay, good. Let's go on. Let's go on. So let me tell you a little bit about what we have on offer today for you. And we are, I mean, not here to do any particular high paid sales or anything. It's very simply we want to put you a brilliant program for people who want to, for business owners, professionals who want to get started in Spain today. We have a startup lab offer where we give you complete legal guidance, legalization support, incorporation support, and tax advisory as a part of the Startup Lab program. Now, what is included? We give you a 30-minute one-to-one free strategy consulting session with our senior immigration incorporation experts, mobility experts, lawyers. You have a one-to-one discussion. Again, no strings attached over here. If you do over here, we give you initial office support, how you can get started with City. We give you all the information regarding that. We also are offering a 50% discount for a certain period of time on our incorporation fees, our support fees, and our proposals. If you work with us, it's very granular, it's very straightforward, it's very transparent, very detailed. We tell you each and every government fee that we charge, the notary fee, the lawyer fee, the legalization fee, the sworn translation. So every line item is very, very clear, and our fee support is again separately mentioned over here. So you are visible, your basically your visibility of the entire program is in front of you always. And again, we help you with our partners to open a free online remote bank account, as I mentioned you, with Payoneer, Revolut, and Air Wallets. The total benefit of this program, Startup Lab program, stacks up to 2,000 euros approximately. And again, you will see the benefits and the entire situation when you are at the end of it having a discussion and want to go for it. Now, if you want to see another thing, and that's very important because EU is a part, EU is coming up with a unified visa regime, okay, which is again coming up till 30th of June, and that's why we want to inform you something in the unified visa regime. If you are doing it before, if you start your process before the 30th of June, you basically get a reduced tax rate. We can qualify for you that 15% corporate tax for the first 4 years. That is one. The minimum capital I told you is 3,000 euros. Now you can start your company with €1 capital in the Startup Lab program, and also before the unified regime, if we can get you in and we can apply on a special case. Okay, so we can do all of that. And the KYC for the banks, for high street physical bank accounts, we can still manage to do that remotely, so you don't have to travel. So we can make sure to give you the login IDs and everything. You can do it remotely if you like. That is also possible. And again, right now the whole program is taking 25 business days. There might be certain, so immigration is always, I'm sure there are people over here who have studied Australia, Canada, UK, Dubai. Immigration in itself or mobility in itself, guys, is like a moving goalpost, right? So you gotta hit it when you have a clear vision. Right now, we have a clear vision on this program, and that's why Spain is so popular. 125 plus user cases, successful cases, great acceptance rate, and we can get you started over there. So, as I said, this is something that we can offer you. Before I tell you something next into it, who would be interested to have an initial discussion with us and who would be included in a 30-minute free strategy session you want to have with our team? No strings attached again, guys. If you like this presentation, the incorporation, the explanation, and if you want to talk to our experts, press yes. Who wants to do it? I like the shake hand. Yes, please. If you can mention yes, if you want to have a strategy session with us. Can you go up, please? Yes, yes. Good, fantastic. Now, this is a link that I have put over here. This is a Calendly link. You can now go. It's going to be open for the next 3 minutes only, guys. 3 minutes. It is open. Go and book your free slot. It is for first 50 clients that we want to give in and have a discussion. So there are 7 slots each for the next 7 working days from Monday to Saturday. Book in your slot. This is my team. Sohail, Adil, Maria, Mark, we have Miss Costa, my Paula, everyone is lovely in our team. Speak to us, come to us. We'll tell you everything, that is there to set up your company, relocate with your family, have a great work-life balance, guys. This is your opportunity right now. Let's get you in. Free discussion, free strategy call, expert, tell them what they want, what is your timeline. If you're good, then we go ahead and take use of the entire benefits. So again, of course, we can do everything, Isha, but this is specifically about Spain. Please book your call, and we can do the strategy session in within the call itself. You can request that, and you can send out an email. So we'll put you with a specific expert over there. Come on, guys. Another minute and a half left. And once you're done booking the call, please come back to the chat window and say done here, please. Done, booked, done, please. Type in done. Thumbs up is good enough for us. Come on, guys. Once done, please let us know. There are a few questions. Of course, you will have to answer in the form, basic questions that should not take you more than 30 seconds. Done. Great. Great. Please book your call, Mr. Dimitri. The it's I think your language is coming out to be. I think this is Russian language, but of course we can support you with our team member who is based out of Europe. They understand Russian as well, but again, you will have to book the call first. Apologies, I cannot read that language. Please book your call and press done over here if you want to come back. Sanish, you've done. Thank you. Rajan, thank you. Arvind, Arvind has got it over here. Fantastic. Mukesh, thank you, Mr. Mukesh. Pleasure. Team is looking forward to speak to you. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Last minute to go, guys. Anyone? Door closing. So, Trisha, fantastic. Thank you so much. Surinder ji, thank you. Mr. Surinder Singh. Suresh, thank you so much. Looking forward. Trisha, I called you out. Looking forward. Trisha, thank you so much, Trisha. Where are you from, Trisha? Which city? Good, fantastic. Thank you. Saija, very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, last 20 seconds, guys. Come on, come on. Spots are filling out. Dimitri, I like the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you all. Now, I think the link we will, of course, send it out to you again. If you can just put it out the last team video, please. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for listening in. I hope I was of help and explaining you the entire incorporation and mobility process. I can show you a small little testimonial as well if you want, and send you the video on the testimonial as well if you want, from which we could not play because we had a network glitch. Also, we'll send you a single utility platform, InkPass, where we can see that. The I think we can do that. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Adil. Perfect. Fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate your help, and my team is eagerly
Really to
waiting
say
to help
bank
you.
in India since
If you want to stay
2017.
back and see the testimonial, please.
So I contacted on demand in October 2024. Further wanted to expand into European countries. So I was searching a lot on which European country I should go for. Then I finalized Spain because of two particular reasons. Because Spain is one of the most economical country in entire Europe. It is in the center of Europe. Spain provides residency much easier as compared to other European countries. So my formation of SL company in Spain took approximately 60 days. I started talking about in October, and within 60 days the company got formed. After once the company got formed, within 15 days, next 15 days, I got my residence permit. Their advertisement on Facebook from a long time, so I thought since the company is giving ad on Facebook from a long time, so it should be a genuine company, and I took it forward in October 2024.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening in today. Again, thank you so much. My team will be sending out to you a small little feedback form of this webinar. Thank you for joining in. Again, muchos gracias. Thank you so much. And we will see you on the other side. Thank you so much. Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you.